The Westwood One Radio Network. The NFL Draft is heading to the Steel City. The NFL announcing Pittsburgh has been selected as the host city for the 2026 NFL Draft. Pittsburgh will be the 10th NFL city to host the draft since it became a road show in 2015. Green Bay will host the draft next year. Meanwhile, slimmer Lamar Jackson showed up for Ravens organized team activity workouts. Jackson recently telling Complex Sports he's down 10 pounds from last year and now weighs 205 pounds. Jackson is coming off his second career MVP season and says that he feels great and can be even more agile this season. Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson is back on the practice field for organized team activities after suffering a season-ending shoulder injury last year. He played just 4 games. He says he feels like himself again and has a better grasp of the offense. The 22-year-old adding, there's nothing wrong with his play style, just has to be smarter to stay healthy. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
As you know, summer is right around the corner, and for most people, that means more activities, more golf, more biking, more of whatever you love to do. But if you're dealing with aches and pains, your more could become less. This is why I'm here to tell you about Relief Factor. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that helps fight pain naturally. For instance, I was sent Relief Factor to try, and I've been taking it every single day. I'll tell you what, I feel the difference every day. You see, instead of masking your pain, Relief Factor's formula is designed to help reduce or even eliminate it. It's 100% drug-free, and it's been a game changer for so many people. So let's get after it this summer. Let's feel good. Let's do more of the things that we love to do. Don't let pain keep you down. Give Relief Factor a try and save on your first order. Go to relieffactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Help fight pain naturally with Relief Factor. These products and statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
And it is 7:30 on a Thursday morning. It's the 23rd day of May, 2024. I'm Carroll. And in the newsroom, Jared Anchondo. We've got a look at what's going on around the world, around California. And most importantly, we'll tell you what's going on around the neighborhood. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carol.
Did you hear about Bark Air?
Bark Air? No.
Bark Air, yes. It's, well, basically it's a charter jet for your dog.
Just for the dog?
Yeah, well, yeah, I would think you may be able to accompany the dog, but, yeah, it is designed for dogs. So
that's awesome. So they got like little water bowls and a place for the dogs to go to the restroom up there?
No doubt, but you know, if you have flown, oftentimes there's small dogs in the cabin in a crate that supposedly fits under the seat. And on occasion I've seen a big dog, but it's been like a service dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, at least it's not a service rooster or something. You know?
Yeah. But Bark Air is the world's first air travel experience designed especially for dogs and their human companions second. The dogs come first. The humans come second. Yeah, okay. So you want your dog to fly on Bark Air? Yeah, $6,000 for a one-way ticket. Okay. Yeah, over the years we've had some really special dogs. Yeah, but I'm sorry. No. That's one of the things I will pass on. Okay, but there are people that would spare no expense, right?
Dog is their baby, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, well, the baby's got to go with us. Okie dokie, take a pocket full of treats, right?
To the tune of $6,000.
Yeah.
That's just one way, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, well. Anyway, in the news, it is graduation season. Well, the Mataoka High School in Virginia held its graduation ceremony, but the school's name was misspelled on the diplomas. Yeah, some of the graduates were upset. I mean, but think about it. What do you expect? Yeah, the people that put out the diplomas are the same people who say the 3 R's are reading, writing, and arithmetic, right? Okay. We've got birthdays, and we've got lots of news, so stick around. Our big shot birthdays: actor Barbara Berry, 93. Actor Joan Collins, 92. Lauren Chapin, she was the little girl, the youngest on the TV show Father Knows Best. She's 79. Author Mitch Albom is 66, one of my favorites. Comedian Drew Carey is 66. Actor Leah Delaria is 66. Actor Lyndon Ashby, 64. Actor Melissa McBride, 59. Actor Laurel Holloman, 56. Singer Jewel, 50. Actor LaMonica Garrett, 49. Comedian Tim Robinson, 43. Actor Adam Wiley, 40. And that's it for our big shot birthdays, local birthdays coming up.
IID reminds everyone that celebrations at any time of the year can be festive and safe. To make the most of them, IID asks you to keep balloons made of Mylar securely tied down. By doing so, you'll help avoid a risk to public safety and preventing power outages. When you safely secure these metallic balloons, you're helping to be safe and keep the power on for everyone. That is something to celebrate. And when the festivities are over, IID thanks you for deflating and disposing of them properly. IID, where customers always come first.
We have happy birthday wishes today for Jennifer Aguilar, Susie Valenzuela, Patricia Metcalf, Pablo Esejoy, Merced Gonzalez, Ashley Aguilar, Liana Gonzalez, Isaiah Obeso, Carly Schaffner, David Vogel, Jennifer Aguilar, Manuel Alvarez, Isabel Salinger, Cesar Islas, John Duncan, Christopher Crosby, Dion Richmond, Gia Ramirez, Irene Arzavala, Lauren Now, Irene Basurto. Happy birthday from Kxo. And many happy returns. Well, what is going on? In the news, the world of entertainment from Hollywood. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck could be headed for a divorce. In a statement, Lopez says she needs some time alone with just family, her thoughts, and some 200 TV cameras. That be Hollywood. That be the way it works. And the way we work right now is we've got to look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
CBS News Brief. Breaking news from the Supreme Court. It is preserving a Republican-led congressional district in South Carolina, rejecting a lower court ruling that said it discriminated against black voters. The GOP-drawn electoral map removed 30,000 black people out of the district. Lots of travelers kicking off the Memorial Day weekend early. CBS's Jim Crisula is on the road.
Bob and his family will head out on busy roads from Boston.
Trying my best to be as smart as possible. Yeah, I'm heading to South Carolina.
The national average for a gallon of regular gas is $3.58, about the same as last year.
FAA predicts the most flights taking off today since 2010. Massive storms and tornadoes are setting new records. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson.
The 24th of April, that is the last day we didn't have any severe weather in the U.S.
Forecast calls for possible tornadoes to touch down next in Oklahoma and Kansas. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
California headline news: median home price in California topping $900,000 for the first time.
Some of the prices at the highest end of the most luxury homes continue to skyrocket because there is a lot of wealth in this country that is continuing to grow.
Mark Hamrick with Bankrate, noting that the median price jumped 11% year over year, and if they say the same, the median will top $1 million next year. Congress debating artificial intelligence. California Democratic Representative Eric Swalwell saying creatives don't want to stifle AI innovation.
They're willing to engage around their likeness and their voices, but they should be compensated.
Earlier this week, Scarlett Johansson blasted OpenAI for seemingly mimicking her voice after she turned him down for a job. AAA predicting a record number of people will pack up for a long Memorial Day weekend getaway. Here in California, that comes out to just over 5.5 million, with 80% driving. Good news is that while gas prices are the highest in the nation, they're down about 9 cents from last week. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 of service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. If you're heading out on a road trip for a Memorial Day weekend, head into Quick Lane. Tell them you want the works so that you arrive where you want to be safely. El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers.
In the KXO newsroom, a series of seizures. Here's George Gale.
On Wednesday, May 15th, the Border Patrol agents arrested a woman transporting 29 pounds of fentanyl. Agents participating in Operation Apollo stopped the woman's SUV on Interstate 10. Records check showed the woman was an undocumented immigrant. 2 children with her were U.S. citizens. K-9 team alerted to the SUV, and a search of the vehicle led to the discovery of several packages of blue pills marked M30. Pills tested positive as fentanyl with a total weight of 29 pounds. Woman driver was arrested and turned over to Riverside County Sheriff's Special Investigations Bureau. The children were turned over to their father. On May 16th, the Border Patrol agents assigned to the El Centro sector arrested 3 people and seized approximately 51 pounds of methamphetamine. The incident occurred in the area of Dillon Road and Interstate 10. 2 vehicles were observed, and after a questioning, it was determined that one driver had an outstanding warrant out of Sacramento. The driver of the other vehicle was arrested after the methamphetamine was found in the car. A passenger in that vehicle was also found to have an active warrant and was turned over to U.S. Marshals. On Friday, tractor-trailer was stopped at the Otay Mesa Port of Entry. U.S. Customs and Border Protection K-9 team alerted to the big rig, and a search led to the discovery of over 400 pounds of cocaine concealed in the fuel tanks. Driver, a valid border crossing card holder, was arrested and turned over to Homeland Security investigations. A load manifested as squash turned out to hold over $18 million worth of methamphetamine. On Monday, May 20th, big rig at Otay Mesa Port was referred to the secondary inspection area. Scanning technology showed irregularities in the load. Search led to over 1,400 packages of meth hidden in the squash. Methamphetamine weighed nearly 11,500 pounds with a street value of over $18 million. All 4 seizures were part of Operation Apollo. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Central Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
And there was a power outage. Imperial Irrigation District crews worked through the night to restore power to a portion of El Centro. The outage was reported Wednesday evening, affecting 125 customers. According to the IID, the outage was caused by power equipment contacted by a Mylar balloon. The district has urged people to not release the Mylar balloons, as when they contact power lines and transformers, they can cause hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage to electrical distribution systems and affect customers with unnecessary power outages. And a resolution reinforcing the Colorado River resources and local water management commitments. Here's George Gale.
It was adopted at the IID Board of Directors meeting this week. A resolution reinforces Colorado River resources and local water management commitments to serve community water demands, including Lithium Valley. The resolution highlights Imperial County's efforts to support the development of Lithium Valley, which aims to diversify the Imperial Valley's economy and create local employment opportunities. The district says the resolution emphasizes IID's commitment to collaborating with Imperial County and other stakeholders to expand water conservation initiatives and enhance water management tools, policies, and programs. They say this effort aims to support new non-agriculture beneficial uses while maintaining an equitable distribution of Colorado River supplies across all water use categories within the district. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That's it for page one of local news. Page two and weather coming up.
Page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
What do you get when you combine the fun of a day out on the golf course with the thrills of bowling a strike or two with the excitement of hitting a jackpot on your favorite slot machine? What do you get? All the fun under the sun. And that's what you'll find and more at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton. Plan it all at kokopahresort.com.
Local news, page 2 with a side of weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in the valley. They have daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
There was a vehicle in a canal, single vehicle collision Wednesday morning. The California Highway Patrol says the incident was reported just after 10 a.m. The vehicle was on Austin Road when near Larson, the vehicle collided with the west embankment and wound up in the canal. The CHP said the driver was able to exit the vehicle and was not injured. A dive team was called in along to with a tow truck to remove the vehicle from the canal. And we have a 3-day weekend coming up. Here's George Gale.
Memorial Day is a time to remember and honor the fallen soldiers in our history. It is not to be confused with Veterans Day, which is a day to remember and honor those who have served or are serving in the U.S. military. There will be increased law enforcement patrols during the 3-day weekend. California Highway Patrol is expected to go into their maximum enforcement period at 6 p.m. Friday. MEP will continue until 11:59 Monday night. MEP is the CHP's holiday program in which as many officers as possible are assigned to the roadways to keep them as safe as possible. Raleigh Police will begin the weekend with a DUI driver's license checkpoint set up Friday night. Most businesses and government agencies will be closed on Monday except for emergency services. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And graduation season kicks into high gear in June. Graduation ceremonies scheduled in June. From June 3rd through June 8th, there will be a graduation ceremony every day. Some days there will be 2 ceremonies. On June 3rd, there will not only be 2 graduation ceremonies, but they will be in the same location at different times. Both will be at the Jimmy Cannon Theater at Southwest High School. Mount Signal Virtual Academy will hold their graduation ceremony at 3:30 p.m. Desert Oasis High School graduation will be at 5 p.m. in the same location. That'll be at Southwest High School. Looks like on June 4th, Central Union High School will hold their graduation at Cal Jones Field. Southwest High School will hold their graduation ceremonies at the Southwest Football Field. Both ceremonies will start at 8 p.m. And a DUI checkpoint. The Brawley Police Department will conduct a DUI driver's license checkpoint on Friday. The police will be monitoring traffic for impaired drivers and drivers who do not have a current driver's license. The checkpoint will be in operation from 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. in the 900 block of Main Street in Brawley. Funding for the program was provided by a grant from the California Highway Patrol Cannabis Tax Fund Grant Program. KXO News Time 7:49.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6 with specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more? Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. May specials include sangria, birria melt, and $5 bottles of Corona. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says clear to mostly clear skies and dry conditions will prevail through the holiday weekend, with temperatures close to normal through the weekend before warming early next week. The coolest day should be Saturday, with the Imperial Valley highs mostly in the upper 80s, with other days seeing readings mostly in the mid-90s. Temperatures should then warm up to around 100 degrees by Memorial Day, and potentially as warm as 105 by the middle of next week. 95 the high yesterday, 66 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 97. West-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming southeast. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 66. West wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Winds are shifting out of the south-southeast after midnight. Sunny on Friday with a high near 95, light and variable winds becoming west 20 to 25 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 89, west wind about 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 95, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Monday, Memorial Day, sunny with a high near 101, west wind about 5 miles an hour. 74 degrees downtown, 36% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southwest 5 to 7 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, and the weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer. It's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Hey, San Diego, Sellathon means big savings. Sellathon means great selection. Sellathon means 5 days to save. So visit your San Diego County Ford dealers now through Memorial Day and get great offers across the lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the built Ford Tough F-150, part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 47 years and counting. For the adventure-ready Ford Bronco Sport with GOAT modes to help you conquer the great outdoors. And the always electrifying Ford Mustang Mach-E with 0 to 60 thrills and 0 emissions. It's the Ford Memorial Day Sellathon. That means choices, whether it's gas, hybrid, or all-electric. Now's the best time to get behind the wheel of your brand-new Ford truck or SUV and drive it home today. But hurry, these offers absolutely end May 28th. So go to your San Diego County Ford dealers today. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
All offers valid at Imperial County Ford dealers. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball yesterday. it was the Cardinals getting by the Orioles 3-1. Twins tweaked the Nationals 3-2. Guardians beat the Mets 6-3. It was the Cardinals edging the Orioles 5-4. Angels won. They slipped by the Astros 2-1. Royals over the Tigers 8-3. Marlins beat the Brewers. Padres 7-3 over the Reds. In 10 innings, Giants beat the Pirates 9-5. Phillies pounded the Rangers 11-4. Red Sox ripped the Rays 8-5. Yankees over the Mariners 7-3. Blue Jays beat up on the White Sox 9-2. Braves topped the Cubs 9-2. Rockies shaded the Athletics 4-3 in 12 innings, and the Diamondbacks shut out the Dodgers. That one ended up 6-0.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
NBA action continues in the West Finals. The Dallas Mavericks with a 1-0 lead over the Timberwolves. They beat the T-Wolves 108-105 last night. Coming up today, it's the Pacers and the Celtics in Game 2 of the East Finals. Boston leads that series. Bob Cousy with a scoring drive, helped out by Bill Russell. Anyway, Boston leads the series 1-0. Pacers and the Celtics will go at it this evening. And the Live Golf League will host its 2024 Team Championship event September 20th through the 22nd at Maridoe Golf Club in Carrollton, Texas. Yeah, I'll be right there wearing my caddy jacket. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Imperial Valley Volkswagen is having a sale. A big sale, and you're going to find big savings on the entire lineup of Volkswagen. The boss said that any reasonable offer will be accepted. There's top dollar for your trade-in. Interest rates as low as 0%. Interest rates as low as 0%. You may qualify for no payments for 90 days. You can't beat the selection. You can't beat the deals. Imperial Valley Volkswagen. 8 and 86 in Imperial.
And it's financial news and a look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, unless, of course, it's a leap year, then you get an extra day in there. Americans might be noticing markdowns for some everyday essentials during their weekly grocery runs. Well, that doesn't mean the battle against inflation is won. Walmart saw first quarter sales at stores open at least a year climb 3.8% from the prior year, in part thanks to its ability to keep prices low even as inflation remains sticky. The largest retailer in the U.S. has been a mainstay for cash-strapped consumers shopping for deals on groceries and other merchandise. Now, Walmart is taking it a step further. They said that they've rolled back prices on nearly 7,000 items in stores. And this week, Target slashed prices on more than 1,500 items, said they're going to knock prices down on even more going forward. Mondelez, the maker of Oreo and Cadbury dairy milk products, has been fined €337.5 million for hindering the trade of chocolate, cookies, and coffee between European Union countries in order to keep prices high. What? Big corporations doing that? According to Margrethe Vestager, the EU's competition chief, Mondelez had illegally limited cross-border sales within the EU to maintain higher prices for the products. The European Commission, which started looking into the case 5 years ago, found that Mondelez International had deliberately restricted cross-border trade and abused its dominant position in some national markets. We're looking at mixed results on the big board right now. The Dow down 300 points at 39,372. The S&P 500 off 7 at 5,300. The NASDAQ, however, is up 48 points at 16,849. Gold off $43.70 an ounce. Oil up 14 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Sunny skies today with a high near 97. West-southwest wind 5 to 15, becoming southeast later. Tonight, mostly clear. A low around 66. West winds 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. The winds turn out of the south-southeast after midnight. Sunny on Friday with a high near 95. Light and variable wind becoming west 20 to 25 miles an hour with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. 75 degrees, 35% relative humidity. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Postal, offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service at 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. It's underway, the big getaway for the holiday weekend that begins the summer travel season.
It's estimated nearly 40 million Americans will drive or fly this Memorial Day weekend. Bob and his family will head out on busy roads from Boston.
Trying my best to be as smart as possible. Yeah, I'm heading to South Carolina.
Justin Upshaw is an airport spokesman in Los Angeles.
We're expecting it to be busy nationwide. The TSA is projecting it to be one of their busiest weekends ever.
The national average for a gallon of regular gas is $3.58, about the same as last year. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
It could be a volatile coastal summer.
This season is looking to be an extraordinary one in a number of ways, based on our data and models with the El Nino La Nina playing out a significant role.
The government scientist Rick Spinrad says it's expected there will be as many as 25 named storms during the Atlantic hurricane season that begins June 1st, with 8 to 13 hurricanes forecast. The U.S. Supreme Court has upheld a South Carolina congressional district drawn by Republicans and held by a GOP representative, finding no discrimination against black voters. Legal analyst Jessica Levinson.
By 6-3 vote, they said, lower court, you're wrong, because what we see here is a state legislature that used partisan factors, not racial factors, in order to draw these lines. And what Justice Alito says from the very beginning is using partisanship, using these political factors to draw legislative lines, that's okay.
The Justice Department has just filed an antitrust lawsuit against Ticketmaster owner Live Nation, alleging a monopoly. In Mexico, political candidates have paused their campaigns after the stage collapse at a rally for a long-shot presidential hopeful. 9 people were killed, more than 120 others hurt. On the Health Watch today, CBS's Cammie McCormick has the latest information on ADHD.
A new study claims in 2022, 1 in 9 children had been diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder at some point. 6.5 million children were thought to have it that year. That's up more than 1 million from 2016. There may be 2 reasons behind the increase: better awareness and more treatment, so doctors are testing more.
Huge crowd today in Iran for the burial of the late President Raisi, and the mourning period continues for those killed in last weekend's helicopter crash. Checking Wall Street's, right now the Dow is down 249 points. This is CBS News.
Switch to T-Mobile and save with tons of benefits on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Use the savings calculator to find out how at T-Mobile.com/switch.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save, because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
At T-Mobile, you can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, switch and keep your phone. We'll pay it off up to $800.
Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device, credit, service, and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Get to Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale and save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets, plus get a $300 instant gift, all with free and fast delivery. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
We're hearing from a newly minted title holder.
For the new Miss USA.
I don't know if you've seen on social media, but since I've gotten this title, I've dealt with a lot of bullying and harassment, and it breaks my heart.
Miss Hawaii Savannah Gankowitz replaced the original title holder, Noelia Voigt, last week. While she was visiting Lahaina fire victims, Gankowitz vowed to soldier on.
Showing young women that you can get bullied and you can get hurt, but you stand back up and you keep going and you keep using your voice.
Noelia stepped down amid reports of a toxic atmosphere at the pageant organization. She was followed out the door by Miss Teen USA. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The WNBA made it official today. Toronto is getting the league's 14th franchise and first outside the U.S. The team will begin play in 2026. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
12:30.